Hi everyone, thanks for coming. Yeah, this is our little show that me and Cami put together. It's kind of on a rush because Cami is leaving early next month to go to a Broadway show, to go to a Broadway tour. So this is a little preview of what a Broadway show looks like. If you're ever going to see a girl from the North Country, it sounds like this. Yeah, so we put a little, some of our ideas together of, mixing games and music. I really enjoy this, free improv, seeing them play. It was really fun. So we found, a bunch of references of, games and fluxes and, graphic scores to, try bringing together. But in the end, it was just let's find some things that look fun to do. What I want to start with is with the reference that Matt brought up and that me and Kevin were talking about is this piece by Pauline Oliveros that is a composer, experimental music composer, and there's this piece that is interactive. It's called a tuning meditation. And I'm going to read the entire thing first so you'd all know what's going to happen, and then I'm going to go through it as I'm going to go through it as step by step to guide you through it. And that's going to lead in straight to the band just playing for a while. And then we're going to go to the next stuff. What else is? Okay, so tuning meditation. Everyone begin by taking a deep breath and letting it all out with an air sound. Let's start doing that. Listen to your mind ear for a tone. I should read the entire thing first. On the next breath, using any vowel sound, sing the tone that you had silently perceived on one comfortable breath. Listen to the whole field of sound the group is making. Select a voice distant from yourself and tune as exactly as possible to the tone that you're hearing. Listen again to the whole field of the group sound, the whole field of sound the group is making. Now contribute by singing a new tone that no one else is singing. Continue by listening, then singing a tone of your own, or tuning to the tone of another voice alternately. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's start doing it. There's commentary. Always keep the same tone for any single breath. Change to a new tone on another breath. Listen for distant partners for tuning. Sound your new tone so that it may be heard distantly. Communicate with as many different voices as possible. Sing warmly. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to sit down because I want to play this as well. Okay, so begin by taking a deep breath and letting it all out with air sound. Listen with your mind ears for a tone. On the next breath, using any vowel sound, sing the tone that you have silently perceived on one comfortable breath. Okay. So yeah, cool. Next up is Matt made a piece for this event in particular. Yeah. Do you want to say anything about it or just do it?
I think. Where's the tablet?
Oh,
I got this up in here. I guess I can say something. Yeah. I mean, I made this for this event under like pretty short notice because it's sort of a quickly organized event, which is great. It's a bit of a structure for like mostly freeform improv where they'll be playing and I'll be drawing lines as I interpret their playing, and there's some sort of back and forth there. I won't try to explain in full form, but that's the idea. If I can get this thing doing what I want.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is Matt's. Does this have a name? Do you have a name?
Not really. No.
Cool. Yeah. So that's the piece. Next up, I'm gonna be playing games from a dear friend that is not here right now. Darwin. I think Darwin and Matt are the two people that I have talked the most about, like music and sound and video games and like trying to make weird sound in games. And yeah, so I always wanted to see Darwin's games being live scored, and I think they're very beautiful, textural pieces, kind of like the sounds here. So I'm gonna pull that up, and now I'm gonna be playing together with the band, and fulfill my dream of saying that I play video games whenever someone asks me what I play. Okay, let me find the downloads. Here it is. Let's do 3 loops.
So we're gonna loop the piece 3 times.
Yeah, when it gets to the last thing. Yeah.
So we will see the little vignettes each 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And we can have some audience participation in the beginning if you want, if you know what I mean. Ooh. Wow. Cool. Yeah. Next up, I'm still gonna be playing games, and it's me and Ty are gonna play Smash. Yeah. For those, yeah. I guess Smash is really good. A lot of stuff to do in it. Very excited about seeing what's gonna happen with Smash and music. It's really fun when you play it and you just stop fighting in Smash, so I'm excited to try this out. So I'm gonna put this up.
Who's who?
Huh?
Who's gonna be who?
I am Pink.
Okay.
Kirby?
Kirby is, no one's Kirby. Kirby's just there.
Okay.
Kirby, yeah, Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's just there. It's a prop. Cool. Yes. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Be real, man. Important to. Okay, nice. This is fun. Okay, yeah, now Emily. Emily has a piece for us.
During sex, Ryan choked me. I felt the hand progress to the neck and realized it was happening. I felt his hand progress to my neck and realized he was going to choke me. He didn't do it very hard, and then the feeling built and it was hard to breathe for a little bit, but never impossible, never enough to be anything, and then it was over. He did it wrong. He pressed on the front of my neck instead of the sides. I learned on Tumblr as a young teenager that you have to press the sides, and I never forgot it. I'm going to tell him next time I see him that he's doing it wrong. I don't want him to hurt people as my cover story. Really, I want to assert the fact that I am dominant over him in every non-sexual realm, such as conversation. I want to take power so that he feels scared, but compelled to take it back when we go upstairs to have sex in his attic bedroom. Dirty laundry on the floor, Kurt Vonnegut on the nightstand, next to a student ID picture, younger, baby facier, really. My theory about Ryan is that he's had a lot of one-night stands and passive, longer-term sexual partners. His more adventurous moves seem copied from porn. He's most interesting when he's telling me how to move, I suppose because that's when he's focused on me. That's when he's responding to what is really happening in front of him. I want to send him to theater school. I think it could do a lot for him. If I was his acting professor, I would tell him to listen and respond. I would say, you're predicting. I would say, you're making emotional appointments. Look at your partner. Look at your partner. I like it. You like it. I like it. You seem to like it. I seem to like it. I would say all the things acting Professor Mark said to the boys, who always wanted to rush to the part where they got to scream and throw a punch. You see the bear, and then you run, and then you feel afraid. If I was his voice and speech professor, I would put his hand on his chest, and that would make him break down into tears, and he would sob about how it's hard to feel. I would take out his crayon and paper drawing of his voice. I would show him the blue and purple swirls covered over with black scribbling. The class would crane their necks for a glimpse, but this is just between us. He would cry even harder. Do you like this? He asked me, and I said, I like it all. All the various things he was doing. You're dirty, he said. I'm holding back, Ryan, I said. I don't want to freak you out. We weren't acting in the same play. He was in the porn play, and I was in the Emily play. I don't like choking, but I want him to choke me again. I don't like how it feels, but I find it sexy to have physical things done to me, things that don't feel good, and to endure them. Doctor's appointments, haircuts, getting a tiny camera threaded through my nose and down my throat to check my vocal cords for nodes. He says fuck on a fake seeming rhythm. He's keeping time. He's lip-syncing to the porn playing in his mind's eye. I'm gonna talk about something else now. When I was little, there were so many wooden statues of people in my world. There were these ornamental carolers in Kiara's house, There were carved boys and girls decorating rides at Canopy Lake Park. The wooden people had the evil bits of the world in their pockets. I knew this. When I was 12, 13, 14, and hanging out with the 18, 19, 20-year-olds, I found the prospect of bleeding through my bathing suit terrifying. It was the best part of my year, my week with the older kids. Every year, I always had my period. We were the skits team for vacation Bible school at the Catholic church near my house. Kate directed the skits. The Errands were there to hang out. Kira and John and Ben and Brian and I were the actors. Kate is the only name on this list that matters because she was the center of the orbit, the coolest. Being in the little room, craving Kate's approval, was unpleasant, and I loved it. I was not who I had ever been before because she didn't know me in school. We were all there in the hot church, eating pizza or jumping into Erin M's pool and looking at each other and trying to make Kate laugh. And sometimes older Ben was there, with the evil blue eyes, flirting with all of us, even me, the middle school tag-along. He brought a second current of energy into the room, coordinating perfectly with Kate. I didn't know his eyes were evil then. I didn't know things I now know about him. I liked him then because Kate did. I tried to do everything that Kate did. I wrote down lists. Every song she played in her car, I pirated onto my iPod. I'm always in the back seat of her silver Buick, waiting for her to say again how cool I am, sick with anxiety that she won't, listening to Chris Brown and Lil Wayne. Look at me now. Sitting naked on his mattress, I saw the violence roll off Brian's body so that he could be a regular boy again. 1 minute, he wanted to hurt me, and the next he was high-fiving me because I had made him come. I had done a good job. "You've done enough," said my physical acting teacher to me once. She touched my lower back, and I cried a little bit because I'd never heard that before. I watched him walk out of the room to shower. I remembered the bits of evil in various pockets of the world, and how it felt bad but good to get into Kate's car without knowing where it was going, to feel like the force in charge of my life was up to something, and the only thing I had to do was give in. Thank you.
Okay, so we have one more thing that we thought of for this that will fit our timeline for this, and it's a modification of a folk game that I really like called Turtle Wushu, and we played Turtle Wushu is kind of like Ninja, so if you played Ninja before, you know what Turtle Wushu is like. But the difference with Turtle Wushu is that you have a coin on your hand. And the thing is that I don't have any coins on me right now, so I should have prepared for this. Do you have coins? Like 6. 1 more, 8. I have 2. Does anyone have coins? I have 2 right now.
Yeah, not all the same weight.
Nah. Oh, nice. 3.
And,
I have 3 coins. I have 3 coins. Nice.
how's the cat house?
That's good. Coin is good.
Coin is really good.
Coin makes this sound. It's a good one.
It's a good sound.
So yeah, like for this, I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people to play a game. And maybe we can like leave a little bit more space in here for this. So the way this is going to work is that you're going to play basically Ninja, but you're going to have this coin on top of your hand. If the coin falls, you're out. You're going to pick one of the instruments that is going to be your guide. But don't tell anyone which one is your guide. You're going to pick one instrument that is your guide, and you can only move according to the intensity of that instrument. And you're going to see what happens. Okay, so here's your coin. And for you all, the way this game starts is that they're all going to But
And we can only move when the instrument is.
when the instrument you picked is playing, I'll also play. We have one more coin. If anyone else. And yes, and the way this starts is that we're all going to put our hands together in the center, and we're going to say, should probably not say turtle wish you. We should just say we whisper turtle wish you, and go back, and that's the start. Okay, that's okay.
Is this real time or turn?
It's gonna be real time, but like we're gonna be picking one of you as our guide.
You can hit anyone in the circle to get them out?
Yes. Nice.
Do we have any restrictions on fluid motion, or is it just like
follow the lead?
Yeah, fluid motion according to the instrument you picked. Okay.
we have the same instrument?
Is anyone else want to play how they know how it works?
It's very hard to hear the drums.
Very hard to hear. Whenever everything goes.
Whenever they started, I was like, oh no. Gotta move, gotta move. There's one over here.
We should just each only, like, I should just play the power chords. We can tell what, like, it's how, yeah, okay, let's go. Like, super normal. Right. Yeah, we can do that,
I'll play again. I'm the defending. You went out so early.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, sweet.
Yeah. Do you wanna play more? I feel like you want to play more of one.
I think this one.
Yeah, we can take a break.
Yeah, let's-
We can play more after if we feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks so much for this.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, I don't know if I didn't mention this earlier, but this is Boshi's place. We have a donation box in the front if you feel like you want to donate some money for events like this should happen more in the future. Feel free to put a donation there. Also to support the musicians that we got for this event tonight. And yeah, there's also drinks if you want to hang around. I think we're going to hang around for a while. You could go outside and play games even if you're feeling like it.
Yeah.
We have a big parachute that you can play games in, and there's a big park outside. So yeah, feel free to hang around, and thanks for coming.